has learned English lesson from 7th class textbook, 3rd lesson, PURU the Brave. Before going to the lesson, let us see in our textbooks. We are able to see one page here in this fact sheet. What do you see here? Observe in the picture. Here some in the field, battlefield. You can see battlefield and some persons, soldiers. They are dressed up like soldiers. You can able to see some soldiers. What is going on? I think. Under that some questions are given. What do you see in the picture? What we saw in the picture? In that picture, what is going on in battlefield? What do you think may be the causes of the wars in the world? Look here, children. Before we got independence to our country, there were kingdoms and kings. Now there are states now. In the time before independence, kingdoms and kings are there in our country. Okay, in all over the world. After independence, the kingdoms were lost and we are having now democratic country. Okay, what do you think may be the causes of wars in the world? Why wars will be done in the world? Impact, oral discourse is there, impact of wars on human life. Why wars will be going on in the world? So, let us learn the lesson. PURU the Brave. This lesson is, PURU is a king in the northern India. This lesson is a type of conversation. What type of lesson is this? The type of lesson is conversation model. Conversation means talking of two persons. If two persons or three persons sit together and talk, that will be the conversation. This lesson is PURU the Brave lesson from your textbook is a type of conversation lesson. So, how many characters are there in this lesson? Two characters are there. One is Alexander, the king of Macedonia. Alexander, king of Macedonia. PURU, a king of northern India. Our Indian king is PURU. And Macedonia, PURU means Purushottam, his full name. Macedonia is a place, a kingdom in the Greece country. Greece. It is a kingdom in the Greece. Okay. Now, let us go to the lesson. Alexander, the king of Macedonia, who conquered Greece, Persia, etc. PURU, a king of northern India. 4 Greek generals and 6 soldiers. Another characters are there. 4 Greek generals. 2 persons are there. One is a king from the Greece and another one is a king from India. Do you know who are generals? Generals means the head of the soldiers. Headman of soldiers are called generals. How many generals are there here? 4 Greek generals and 6 soldiers. 6 soldiers. They all are at one place, at the war place, and they are talking about the war. Let us see the lesson. See, children, here Alexander, he is dressed like a king. Before independence, king system is there in our country. See, he put the throne on his head. He is Alexander. And the camp of Alexander on the banks of Jhelum. Do you know, children, where Jhelum river is there? Jhelum. Alexander is sitting on a high chair and his 4 generals are sitting on low chairs. 2 Greek soldiers are standing at the door. Alexander is having a talk with his generals. What all they are doing? Alexander is sitting on one chair and 4 generals are sitting next to him and 2 Greek soldiers. How many soldiers are there in this lesson? 6 soldiers are there. From that 6 soldiers, 2 soldiers are standing at the gate. They are at where? will go down in the history of our country. What battle is? The name of the battle is Battle of Jhelum. Okay, Alexander, the king of, who is the king of Macedonia, he wanted to capture our country also. He captured so many countries. Capture means attack, acquire. By doing war, he wanted to capture our country. Alexander told the battle of Jhelum will go down in the history of our country. First general, four generals are sitting near to the Alexander. No, first general is telling it will go down in the history of India too. Second general, it will go down in the history of the world. Third general, I apostrophe V. That means I have. This is short form. I have never fought such a battle. Children, fought. What is this is in past tense. What is the present form? Fight. The past form of fight is fought. I have never fought such a battle before. Third general is telling, I have never fought, never done fighting like this. This is a great one. Fourth general is telling, I haven't either. I haven't. Have N apostrophe. That means have plus not. Short form. Haven't, have plus not. I haven't either. Fourth general is telling, I also didn't see this type of battle till now. Until the last moment, I couldn't believe that we would be able to defeat the army of PURU. Now, you can observe clearly now, two kings are, the battle is going in between the two kings. Who are the two kings? Alexander and the PURU. On Alexander's side, so many soldiers are there, and also PURU is also having so much of soldiers. Next, Alexander. Yes, it has been a great battle, perhaps the greatest of my life. I must say every Indian soldier fought like a tiger. Already some days war over. What Alexander is telling, every Indian soldier fought like a tiger. Indian soldiers are very brave and they are very energetic. They fought like a tiger, Alexander is telling. I must say. First general, they fought like devils, your majesty. Alexander, the Indians are good soldiers. Even he is doing war with PURU, the against who is the enemy king. He is telling about their soldiers. The Indians are good soldiers. They know how to fight. They fight better than our men. What Alexander is telling, Indian soldiers are very good at fighting. They fought better than our soldiers. Second general is telling, but their generals aren't so good as ours. Alexander, if you mean they aren't so brave as the Greek generals, aren't means are plus not, aren't. Are plus not. Next, second general. Alexander, I see what you mean, and here I agree with you. The Indian generals are still following the old methods of warfare. What is Alexander telling to the generals? Indian soldiers are following old methods in the warfare. Their battle plans are faulty and they depend too much upon their elephants. They won't do war. They depend upon elephants. But as fighters, they are wonderful. I have the highest respect for them. Highest. High. The three forms of the word high are high, higher, and highest. Look children, you have to learn grammar also. Whenever observe clearly what is that word, in which form it is, and what is the meaning of that word, what is the opposite of that word. All that we have to read along with the grammar. After completion of lesson, all of you read one time the lesson, each and every sentence. Okay. Third general. I was amazed to see how PURU fought the battle of Jhelum. Third general is telling how PURU fought in the battle. I was amazed. Meaning of amazed is surprised. Amazed. That means surprised. ఆశ్చర్యపోవటం. They are praising the enemy's action of doing war. Fourth general. He continued to fight even when others had left the field. I think he killed at least 100 of our men with his sword. In olden days, before independence, as I told you, wars were done. In that wars they use swords. Here PURU he also fought in the war with his sword, and he killed hundreds of men. Whose men? Alexander's men. Second general. And injured many more. Injured. That means injured. అంటే గాయపడటం. దెబ్బలు తగిలినాయి అన్నమాట. First general. He was badly injured himself. Second general. That's why we were able to capture him. Alexander's soldiers captured PURU, the king of northern India. Second general. He is a proud man, your majesty. What is second general telling? PURU is a proud man. Alexander, a soldier is not a soldier if he is not proud. Soldiers means he should be proud. They should be proud. I am not angry with him at all. He was not frightened by the news of my victories and refused to bow before me. PURU was a brave man, brave king. So he was not frightened. భయపడటం. Frightened. Though Alexander was a powerful king, PURU was not afraid of him. He get ready to do war. Next, first general. He will be brought to your majesty soon. That means Alexander's soldiers captured PURU. Let us see how he behaves. Let us see how he behaves in our kingdom. Alexander, I am sure he will not behave like a coward. What is that word? Coward. The opposite for word is brave. Brave ante ధైర్యం, coward ante పిరికితనం. Fearful. భయము, పిరికితనం. Coward. He was not a coward. PURU was not a coward. He was a brave man. He behaves good. Okay, next. Soldier, sir. Alexander, I am sure. A soldier enters and bows to Alexander. Sir, PURU has been brought to the camp. PURU was captured and he was brought to the camp. Alexander, has he been put in chains? If somebody was captured, they will be put in chains and they will be brought to the kingdom. Okay, soldier, yes, your majesty, go and remove the chains. Remove the chains. He was the king of northern India. For king, we should not do like that. We should not put in chains like the thieves. And bring him. I don't want to see a brave man in chains. Yes, exactly, PURU was a brave man. The soldier bows and go out. Alexander, they should not have put him in chains. He is a king besides being a great soldier. First of all, PURU was a great soldier, and after also he was a great king. PURU enters with see here, picture is there. This is the king's palace. We can see the king's palace here, and Alexander is sitting. Some soldiers are standing, and and steps also there. See that palace in your textbooks. Puru enters with 4 Greek soldiers following him. Alexander and the great general stand up to greet him. Why the generals and Alexander wanted to greet him? Because he was a king. Puru joins the palms of his hands and raises them to his forehead to return the greeting. Palms of his hands join the palms of his hands, raises to head like this. Alexander, you may go. Alexander, well, how are you, king? How are you, king? Alexander is asking the Puru, how are you, Puru? Well, my name is Puru. Alexander, all right. Are you sorry for the mistake you made, Puru? I made no mistake, sir. Puru is telling. Alexander is asking, are you sorry for your mistake? Puru told, I didn't make any mistake. Alexander, didn't you reject my proposal? Didn't. D-I-D-N-T. Didn't. That means did not. Did plus not. Didn't you reject my proposal? That means Alexander put some proposal on the Puru. He rejected to that. What is that proposal? Let us see. Alexander, do you know? I refused to be your vassal. Do you know that many kings have gladly agreed to be my vassals? Vassal means a man promising to fight for a king in return for the right to hold land. That means vassal means a man promising to fight to a king in return for the right to hold land. That means he had to give his whole land in return of the war. యుద్ధం చేయకుండా తన కంట్రీ మొత్తాన్ని ఇచ్చేయాలి. vassal, తన కింగ్డమ్ మొత్తాన్ని vassal. Puru. I know that and I also know that none of them is Puru. First general, he is indeed a very proud man. Puru is very proud man. He rejected his proposal and he was ready to do war with Alexander. Alexander, how shall I treat you? Alexander is asking Puru, how shall I treat you? Puru, as a king should treat another king. I am a king. I am not your vassal. I am a king. You treat me as a king. Alexander, Puru, you are a brave man. I am pleaded with you. I want to make friends with you. Will you be a friend to me? That means, if we are having any enemy, if we meet the enemy also, we have to wish and we have to love them. So then only they will change. Like that here, Alexander is telling, you are a brave man. I am pleased with you. I want to make friend with you. Will you be a friend with me? Alexander is asking Puru, will you be friend with me? Puru, on one condition. I will be friend with you, but only on one condition. What is that condition? Let us see, children. Alexander, what is that condition? Puru, my kingdom should remain independent and you should treat me as your equal. I don't give my kingdom to you. It should be independent only. Okay. Alexander agreed. I am proud of your friendship, my brother. What Alexander told the Puru? I am proud of you. I am treating you as my friend, not only friend and also as a brother. I do my best to be worthy of the friendship of Alexander the Great. Okay, that Alexander the Great. Puru the brave man. Puru the brave, Alexander the Great. Why? Because actually Puru is an enemy to the Alexander. Even he captured Puru. After also he made him a friend because of his bravery and greatness. Puru was a noble man, good man. Okay, children, with this lesson completed, and after that, if you observe, meanings are there and questions are there. In page number 47, degrees of comparison are there. Nice, nicer, nicest, short, shorter, shortest. In that page, you